Hey guys, Bazzy back here. In today's video, we're going to be reacting to the FC26 trailer that was just released a few days ago to see what inspiration could be taken from that game and potentially brought over to NHL 26. As we all know, the FC/FIFA series is the huge moneymaker for EA Sports. It dwarfs really anybody else. Even like games like Madden or CFB, they do bring in quite a bit of revenue, but FC is undoubtedly the highest earning from all the EA Sports games. So I'm not saying anything here is obviously gonna make it from FC 26 to NHL 26, but you never know. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that these two studios do work in the same building. That being the EA Vancouver offices. Does that mean anything once again? No. But is there a potential for crossover? Maybe one developer suggests something to another? I don't think that's impossible whatsoever. So I'm curious to see what's coming to FIFA this year. I've seen a very minimal amount of this trailer, but what I've seen has actually been pretty interesting. So let's go and react to it here today. And let's see what maybe can be taken from FC26 and added to NHL 26. Alright, so let's see what we have here today. Make gameplay better. This is obviously the gameplay trailer that we're looking at here today. Couldn't tell you if the FC/FIFA gameplay has been bad. I don't think I've played a game in probably 10 years of this, so I don't know. But this is something I like a lot. The two different gameplay presets, competitive and the offline. This is phenomenal. This is one of those things that I really want to see come to the EA NHL series. Like, you have those certain elements for offline play, like breaking the glass, breaking your stick, putting the puck over glass. Stuff like that is totally fine for the offline players that are trying to replicate reality. But when it comes to a competitive standpoint, especially for like a GWC, but even for rivals, even for HUT champs, whatever it may be, you want to have the best player come out on top as much as possible. And by removing some of those random elements that maybe aren't really needed for online play, I think that does improve the overall experience. But this doesn't even just have to be about gameplay. Make this about presentation as well. Have your authentic true presentation for offline modes, franchise mode, play now, be a pro. But then when it comes to Hockey Ultimate Team, you can have that stripped back presentation where players just want to get to the gameplay. So I don't know, I do like separating the two styles of play here, whether it be online competitive or whether it be just offline casual play. Great move here by FC, for sure. So we have different playstyles here. They're just talking about the two different gameplay presets. Looks like they're adding in a high contrast mode. Okay, looks interesting. Where are we going from here? Make gameplay faster, make it more realistic. So yeah, they're just talking about the two styles again. Looks like we're starting out with competitive here in this deep dive. So obviously you have your Ultimate Team modes, everything like that, same like NHL. You have like your pro player, your franchise mode for FC. Alright, so competitive. Let's see here. I'm probably going to play a bunch of this part and listen to what they have to say.
It's designed to feel extra responsive, give you more control on the pitch, and deliver a more consistent gameplay experience. Passing feels quicker, dribbling feels more dynamic, the paciest players feel more explosive.
And you use the word consistent there. That's exactly what you want from an online game. You don't want random chance elements that are going to come in and ruin the experience for players. Especially if these players are going to be spending money on packs and stuff like that. Like, I don't think that makes much sense to have it any other way, so would be interesting to see come to NHL for sure. Do we ever actually end up getting there? It's another question. I'd say maybe a couple years down the road. It always seems like we're playing from behind, just the size of the studio, stuff like that. But yeah, there you go, control, consistency. Moving over to authentic gameplay. Okay, so this is more like what the offline crowd would want to see. Let's listen in.
Looks, feels, and plays. Designed to deliver a simulation gameplay experience, from true physics to our most realistic animations, capturing the same pace and unpredictability that makes football great. Authentic gameplay will still feel responsive, but matches will be less rapid-fire than in FUT, giving that last.
Not gonna lie, that sounds really good. It's again just trying to, really replicate what you see on TV. And when you're offline, it doesn't matter. It's not like you're playing against players. So again, this sounds really good in theory. I don't know.
Although
We'll have to
competitive and
see
authentic
how
are
FC
customized for
is
different styles of play,
when it
you'll
launches,
still be able to
see
toggle
what the
between
actual
both
overall
presets
reaction
to
is.
kick off
But
your
yeah, and
career
you can
to tailor
also
your gameplay
change it if you want to
experience.
go offline and play with a
Our
competitive style. You
second
can
big
still do
gameplay
that. So
innovation for FC26
good options for
applies
sure.
to both competitive and authentic gameplay. A
Moving
focus
over,
on
we have
refining
refined
what we call
gameplay fundamentals. Let's see what
Goalkeeping,
this is about.
agility,
Goaltending,
tackles and
agility,
interceptions,
tackles,
passing and dribbling,
interceptions.
attacking movement,
Just making the
physicality.
gameplay, I guess, feel a bit smoother,
Here's what
refining
we've
some
heard over the last
features.
year and how we rework those fundamentals to address your feedback. Goalkeeper.
Let's pause it there. Goalkeepers are inconsistent. So it's good to know it's not just our franchise. It's apparently all the way through EA. I don't know how you fix this in NHL. I really don't. You don't know how bad I want in franchise mode a 95 overall goalie to actually be like a franchise netminder. I don't know how you do it because you still have to have that random element of a lower overall guy just popping off in the sim. Like, even look at a real life example. Look at a guy like Andrew Hammond from years back. A guy that no one thought anything of up until that point in his career when he got called up and went on that crazy run. You still want to see that in franchise mode, but it seems like that's almost always the case nowadays. You never really see your Hellebucks, your Vasilevsky, Shishkin, Sorokin. None of these guys are always consistently good, and they're never really always consistently at the top. And that's just for like an offline franchise mode. You move over to Hockey Ultimate Team. What does everyone look for in a goalie? How tall are they? How do we get away from that? How do we get away from that and actually making overalls matter? I don't know how you do it. I really want to see this change happen somehow, some way. I just don't know how EA is going to pull it off, so I guess let's listen to see what they have to say here for FC.
Are inconsistent. Expect keepers to be smarter and more consistent in FC26. We're using machine learning to train them in hundreds of thousands of in-game situations to find the best positioning, including those little micro steps world-class keepers use to close the angle.
Gotta be honest, I just don't buy it. It feels like it's like another thing, like improved AI. We hear it every year. I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it.
And we've continued to
so here we go, looking at the side-by-side gameplay. Looks like everything's kind of sped up again, which is nice. Something I wouldn't mind seeing the gameplay be a little bit faster in NHL. I think that's very subjective as well. Everyone kind of looks for different things for gameplay. You're never gonna make everybody happy here all at once, so.
Passing and dribbling
feels sluggish, dribbling feels sluggish, so it looks like they're just kind of polishing that again, which is good. Make it feel smoother, let the players have more control at the end of the day. That's, I think, what we want. That's a big part of this.
My teammates need to make better runs.
And by giving the player more control, also brings a little bit more of a skill gap, so I think that's good too, especially to the competitive side of things. Just another differentiator there, which is good to see. Moving over to protecting the ball.
We've created brand new ways for you to use physicality.
So this kind of looks like something that could maybe be added into net battles. I don't think it's in an awful state overall. Again, maybe you could rework some of the physics and all that stuff.
Low drivens used to be great. We're bringing back a community favorite mechanic and improving on it. Low drivens can now be triggered on demand by double tapping the shoot button, and this can be applied to all shot types, allowing you to turn your finesse or
gonna be honest, as someone who doesn't play FC or FIFA at all, don't really know at all what they're talking about here. Low drivens, I guess different shots. Not too sure, to be honest.
Each of these updates
so all the different elements here that they kind of worked with here and improved upon over the course of last year. Good to see, for sure. Do we have anything else here coming in this trailer?
Another widely requested feature.
Oh, so here's that high contrast mode. So do we need something like this? No, but you know, it's accessibility. I don't think it would take that long, to be honest. If it lets other people play that maybe might not have the best vision, whatever it may be, there's some kind of impairment, then yeah, why not?
We've also added simplified
they added simplified skill moves. This feels exactly like Total Controls. I don't know if that's what this is, but it's funny. New Playstyles. So okay, this looks like new X Factors. So I believe they have a similar system in place. Game Changer, Interesting Enforcer. So I'm sure these all just bring different elements to different players, giving those new player styles as they did
Ball
previously
playing keeper,
mention.
wide back, inverted wing
Oh,
back,
player
and box
roles.
crusher.
That's interesting.
Just
So you
like
can
the
set
other
it
player roles,
on whatever
these
player
new roles
you
are
choose. That's kind of cool.
opportunities to customize your tactical approach and push beyond a rigid formation. Great gameplay is at the heart of what makes an FC game fun. That's why we're so excited about FC 26.
So it looks like that's more or less everything, at least in this trailer, when it comes to gameplay. We're kind of, going over everything here once again quick. Do want to pause it here on something coming up here, which is interesting. Should be coming up in just a second here. Let's see.
Responsive, consistent, and rewarding. There's so much.
Okay, let's pause it right there. So they're kind of going over stuff that we're going to see a little bit more of over the course of the summer before the games launch. Look at up top. Manager Live. That sounds a lot like Connected Franchise Mode or GM Connected. So to my knowledge, again, I have not played any of these games in years upon years. And I've even asked the AI, do they have like a GM Connected Franchise Mode? They do not. It looks like that is coming here to FC 26. It's very interesting to say the least. Doesn't mean anything for NHL 26? Absolutely not. Again, look at the size of the dev team and look at the size of the studio, the funding in general. FIFA is obviously like way up there. But it's interesting it's coming in now. The EA NHL series really hasn't talked about it since 2023 when they put out that video saying it was on the way. We also saw it get added to college football after it returned for the first time in 11 years, that franchise. Now you're seeing it in FC. I don't know. Also there you see manager market, so this could be something in relation to Ultimate Team. Maybe they're going to make it easier to buy and sell players remotely. Maybe they're going to have some kind of mobile app with it. Again, I don't even know, maybe it's something like that already exists. I don't really know what FC already has, but that kind of sounds like something to me here as an outsider. And yeah, there you go. That is the gameplay trailer here for FC 26. Again, I kind of even want to go into some of these other trailers, maybe like a franchise mode, maybe a GM Connected. Maybe we can look at that. If they put out a trailer for that, I'm sure they would. And just in closing, I wanted to take a look at some of the pre-order bonuses, as this is very relevant to NHL. So, what do we know right now? So, FC 26 is coming out on September 26th. You'll see there, once again, they're doing a 7-day early access. So if you pre-order this game, you get the special edition, you get this game September 19th. What do we know about NHL 26? According to the EA Sports earnings call, NHL 26 will release before FC. So, what does that mean? Maybe a standard release on September 19th, and maybe 7 days early access getting this game on the 12th. In my opinion anyway, there's no shot that they would release both these games, Standard Edition, the worldwide launch on the same day, so it has to be before the 26th. 19th makes a lot of sense. And I did end up predicting the 19th would be the worldwide release day, so that prediction's looking pretty good right now. Either way, we're going to find out probably within the next week, if not for sure within 2 weeks when we're getting NHL 26. But this is a very early indication of when we might start getting this news. So I think overall, that is going to do it for today's video, looking at the FC 26 trailer to see what may come to NHL 26. That is it for me here today. I'll see you all in the next video.